real numbers. In the previous part or parts of real number series, we have seen two examples of very big importance. I told you that these examples are most expected questions for the board exam. Okay, so today in the same series we are going to consider one more question. We are going to take one more question which is very important in this particular chapter. Okay, and most of you might have got the idea which question I'm talking about. Okay, so let's have the question first. So the question is, prove that root 3 is irrational. Now the question will be same, prove that some root is irrational. Only in place of 3 it can be a 2, it can be 5, 7, 11. Now you need to understand which numbers I am talking about. I am telling you that the number which will appear here should be a non-perfect square number. For example, 1 is a perfect square number, so 1 will not come here. 4 is a perfect square number, so 4 will not come here. 9 is a perfect square number, so 9 will not come here. So leaving all the numbers can come here. Okay, so this is a question which is very important. Prove that root 3 is irrational. So let's see the solution. Now the method which we are going to use to solve such type of questions is having a specific name. The method is called as method of contradiction. What we call it? Method of contradiction. Means we will say that no, this is not true, something else is true, and later on we'll come to know that what we were assuming, that is wrong. That is called contradiction. What we call it? Contradiction. So what is we have to prove? We have to prove that root 3 is irrational. But what we will say opposite to that? Okay, opposite to that we will say, हम कहेंगे root 3 is rational. हमें उल्टी बात कहने की, कुछ होते हैं ना कि जो उल्टा ही समझते हैं, तो हम कहेंगे no, root 3 is rational. So for that, first, do you know the definition of rational numbers? We have discussed, but I will tell you that what is a rational number. A rational number is a number which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and P and Q are co-primes and Q is not equal to 0. This is very important definition. For what? For rational numbers. For rational numbers. So wherever I'll feel that some concept need to be revised, definitely I will take those questions, those concepts. Okay, so what is a rational number? A number which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and P and Q are co-primes. Now again one more concept. What are co-primes? Co-primes are the numbers which have only one as the common factor. Only one as the common factor. Okay, so such numbers are called as co-primes, which have only one as the common factor. So I hope that the required concepts are clear now. So let's move on to the question. So first we will assume, let us assume that what we have to assume, root 3 is rational. Root 3 is rational means we can say that root 3 can be written in the form of P by Q. Okay, then just all things you know, that P by Q, where P and Q are integers, P and Q are co-primes, P and Q are integers and co-primes, and Q is not equal to 0. These two things are there. Okay, So as we will say root 3 is equals to p by q, what I can say, I will send this q on that side. I'll get it as q root 3 is equals to p. Q root 3 is equals to p. On squaring, what I'll get? Q square 3 is equals to p square. Properly we should write it as 3q square is equals to p square. Okay. Now जब हम p square को 3 into q square फॉर्म में लिख रहे हैं, what we can say that p square is getting on multiplication of 3 and q square. ठीक है, यानी 3 और q स्क्वायर को जब मल्टीप्लाई किया तो p स्क्वायर मिल रहा है. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि p स्क्वायर डेफिनेटली q स्क्वायर से भी डिविजिबल होगा और p स्क्वायर डेफिनेटली 3 से भी डिविजिबल होगा. हमें q स्क्वायर से ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है अभी हमें क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है कि p स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 3. और हमारे पास एक थ्योरम है जिसमें बिल्कुल क्लियरली बताया है कि इफ p स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 3 देन डेफिनेटली p इज डिविजिबल बाय 3. ओके, अगर p स्क्वायर डिविजिबल है 3 से तो p भी. इसका एक एग्जांपल ले लूँ मैं कि अगर फॉर एग्जांपल 81 3 से डिविजिबल है तो 81 किसका स्क्वायर है? 9 का, तो 9 भी 3 से डिविजिबल होगा ही. ओके, सो इस हिसाब से हम ये चीज़ कहते हैं. अब जैसे हमने कहा p इज़ डिविजिबल बाय 3, सो वी कैन राइट p इक्वल्स टू सम 3r. p इज़ डिविजिबल बाय 3 मीन्स p इक्वल्स टू सम 3r. ये जो पोर्शन है ये हम इस इक्वेशन में 1 में 2 को सब्सटीट्यूट करेंगे हम. देखिए अभी क्या होगा, ध्यान दीजिए. व्हाट विल गेट हियर? 3q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू p की जगह हम क्या पुट करने वाले हैं? 3r ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर. जब हमने 2 को 1 में पुट किया तो ब्रैकेट ओपन करते हैं तो हमें क्या मिलता है देखिए. यस, सो हमें क्या मिलेगा देखिए. 3q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू 9r स्क्वायर. अब यहाँ 3 है यहाँ 9 है, बोथ आर डिविजिबल बाय 3. व्हाट विल गेट हियर? q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू 3r स्क्वायर. q स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 3 डिवाइडिंग बाय 3 ऑन बोथ द साइड्स मीन्स. अब यहाँ व्हेन वी आर सेइंग q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 3r स्क्वायर, सो सेम वे जैसे हमने यहाँ लिखा था p स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 3, व्हाट वी कैन से that q square is divisible by 3. q square is divisible by 3. जैसे p square is divisible by 3, so p is divisible by 3 by theorem. So same way we can say if q square is divisible by 3, so q is divisible by 3. ओके, अगर q स्क्वायर 3 से डिविजिबल है तो q भी श्योरली डिविजिबल होगा. सो व्हाट वी कैन से, ये हो गया हमारा कि q इज डिविजिबल बाय 3 और ये कह रहा है p इज डिविजिबल बाय 3, बट ये कह रहा है p एंड q आर इंटीजर्स एंड को प्राइम्स. को प्राइम्स का मतलब क्या है कि